Yeah. Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Firdaus. So welcome for today's Q&A session. So we're going to have a very wonderful session, I guess, because all are the Power Pack very senior members, attending. So, all the attendants are making me a little nervous to, yes and not, right, Mr. Nemi, sir? All, great. Okay, so today it's going to be Q&A session. It's going to be entire, chatting. It's more like a chatting. Let's exchange ideas. I know a lot of questions and all, because there's not many new people here. So it's going to be a fantastic, knowledgeable session here. So for those who know me, okay, for those who don't know, I'm Dr. Firdaus, I'm a medical doctor, being an emergency physician for 25 years. But now what I'm doing is exactly helping people to rejuvenate health in a natural way by using Ganoderma products, which is from DXN. So I personally find DXN is to be a very good and natural product, which has high therapeutical value. Okay, so DXN been 28 years, and this is our 29th year. We're selling, and DXN is really rapidly growing very, very fast. Okay, globally, international. Based in Alostar, Malaysia, and it established in more than 70 countries. We have physical office, and I think about 7 to 8 countries we have factories. And also product availability is more than 230 countries we have product. DXN product. How that is possible? A lot of people ask this question. How this is possible? Okay, and even one guy asked this question. Even in if you were to Google, you see under the WHO, there's only 169, if I'm not mistaken. Where do we get these 230 countries? So all over the world, there I don't know how many countries total. There is more than that, which you can't even, is lost count technically. But there's a lot of countries. This 169 countries is just the country which is registered under United Nations. But whatever the other countries which is not registered, but then still DXN is there. Even the little islands, DXN is there. So that powerful. It's why and how is that possible? Because this is a food-based product. Okay, this is a food-based product that everyone needs it. This is an essential product. Okay, who don't brush teeth nowadays? Everyone brush teeth. Everybody needs soap, need coffee, need good health. Okay, so Ganoderma is something that is extremely powerful under the TCM hierarchy. That is the king of herb. So we must be very blessed to know Ganoderma. In today, we have 10 million members all over the world. Globally, we have recruited 10 million members. And there are a lot of people, millions of people are enjoying this product, and they have obtained a very good health. And also they came out of many diseases. And I believe that today, even in this platform, there's 15 of us. And I believe that all the 15 people are really those who do not or don't like network marketing. But today we are here because network marketing is another way how we get the blessing by helping others. There are so many entrepreneurs in the industries, way of doing business. Everybody wants to do business, but tell me one business that we help another person to grow. As far as I know, there is none. If anyone open a restaurant next to us, we are having a restaurant, definitely we're going to hit the guy who opens the business there. Even a clinic is also like that. When I had a clinic and I opened a clinic in another next clinic, doctor stopped talking to me. This is natural. We don't, say anything. But network marketing is not like that. Network marketing is something that we need to help another person to grow, to teach him, to guide him. And that's where we are guiding a lot of people towards health, wealth, and happiness. So health is a birthright of every single human. But nowadays, it's extremely difficult to obtain a good health. The reason is, one, I find that in this current era, okay, 2021, people are drowning with information. We have hundreds and many groups, health groups is been created via WhatsApp and Telegram and all. But how many groups are having the real information? Most of the WhatsApp, okay, they are having a lot of information, is extremely creating a lot of conspiracy. We don't know which is right, which is not right. So people who do not understand this, or who is not into medical field, they might just hijacked by any one of these information. Okay, even if you talk about cancer, or some kind of radiation, this and that, a lot of some say it's good, some say it's not good. So in this era, people are drowning with information. And how are you going to get a good health? So DXN has in a very simple manner. Dr. Lim Xiaojun is the founder, and it is a mind-blowing therapy which called Ganotherapy. This is, I call it as a revolutionary therapy that every single human being or any other therapy should integrate with this practice. Because in this therapy, Ganotherapy, our concept is toxin and imbalance, which is malnutrition, is the core, the cost for human to fall sick. Human being is designed with highly complexity, and this is something that we have an immune system, and our cells can replace or rejuvenate every 120 days. If you see in this manner, we cannot age down because we get a new cells after 120 days. So how do you can get aged? Isn't it true? So if you really have a good cell produced after 120 days, so you already get a replacement for that cell. So when we will not die, right? So we are not even aging up. How can we age up? Is because nowadays we have a lot of damages, exposed to free radical, too much of toxins, malnutrition, and stress, and a lot of things. All these things is, if you really categorize or formulate it, it becomes as toxin. So Gynoderma is a product which works to the cellular level to remove toxin. That's the most beautiful part. So to go closer or to obtain a good average health, Gynoderma can be the best sources here to obtain that goal. So Gynoderma removes the toxin. Gynoderma, we call it as RG. RG, the abbreviation, the short form is RG. In full name is Rishi Gano. Okay. Also spoke about this RG and GL, and I think we should have another session on Gynoderma, because this is something that we keep need to keep reminding people on the the product knowledge. Okay. So all right. And then we have GL. GL is called Ganocelium. Okay, and RG is Rishigano. So RG removes the cell, removes the toxins from the cell. GL balance the entire system, and then comes the spirulina to rebalance the entire nutritional deficiency. So this is the two areas. If we're able to cover, we can be healthy, and also provided control your food habit by topping up with a lot of toxins. You have to reduce, you have to manage that, and keep your taste priority a little control. You should be able to be good. So that's where DXN, Dr. Lim has come up with, so if you're going to only have RG and GL in capsules form, so the one who can't really afford or don't like to take supplement, there are a lot of people very funny ways out there, they cannot swallow capsules, but they can swallow burger, they can swallow chicken, all the big stuff can, but capsules cannot. It's okay, but we have Gynoderma added into coffee, we have Gynoderma added into toothpaste, soap, oil, skincare products, and talcum powders, and everything, so that we will have exposure to the entire Gynoderma products. So isn't it wonderful? So what we got to do is just use everything and be happy and share it with a lot of people, to all our loved ones, Ask them to use the soap, use the toothpaste, buy the coffee, the oil, spirulina, and also we have more therapeutical single mushrooms, okay, single herbs categories, which is not mixed with any other mushroom. Also, we have like shiitake, lion's mane, cordyceps, many there. So this is a fantastic platform in very easy way. We can have a good health by managing. That's where when I came to DXN about many years back, around like 6-7 years back, then I see that a lot of people in DXN been in DXN for 20 years, 15 years, 18 years, and all these people are looking very young, and they are reversing. And this Ganoderma is really reversing the biological age and the aging factor. So I find that is so exciting and very interesting. But the only excitement, okay, in DXN, that when you're aging up. So you feel that when you're aging up, you're so excited, you want to share your age. Why? Because you look good than the young ones. So you feel so proud to tell your age. He said, how old are you? Wow, I'm 70. Their eyes will like, keep popping out there, because they get a shock. And whereby the others, even I seen like 35 of any of my colleagues here, with my batch, my friends, all the same age, and they have very bad health. Okay, mostly have hypertension, have gout problem, and they can't really enjoy food or play football, soccer, nothing. Okay, they can't even go for hiking. They can't go for badminton. I'm the only one still continue doing all this, going to gym, going to, what is life when you cannot really move that much or you cannot strain yourself? So this is where you want to have a good quality life. The food is very, very important. Okay, nowadays we see people, it's really extremely unhealthy. All right. So DXN is a big blessing for all of us. So use the product as a food category. Don't count and eat the Ganoderma. Okay. Use as much as you can. Don't count. Just put it on the cap and just swallow as many as you can. Spirulina. Okay. RG, GL, shiitake, mushroom. There are so many, especially those in Malaysia are the most gifted because we have more than 300 products. But I feel that many are not even blessed to get that 300 products because you are very contented or are not looking deep into DXN and not using the products. We have 20 over coffees, but how many coffees have you tasted? Have you drank? That is the, see, I drank all the coffees and all the tea. You see, I have a, coffee bar at home, all the DXN coffees. So I changed but I have my favorite, and I also have the coffee that I really don't like that much. But that coffee I do drink once in a while because that is the taste. The most I like is Vita Cafe, black coffee, lemon tea, lion's mane, cordyceps coffees and all. When I initially got into DXN, I was enjoying cordyceps coffee. Then switch into different. And now I'm doing, I'm taking a lot of black coffee with lemon tea and topping out with a lot of VCO. So something different. Okay, this is what you guys have to do. Integrate all the products into your food. Then we made Kokozi Italy. Okay, just add Kokozi, and it was so fantastic. And next we have to come out with a lot. And I did a pancake with a lot of coconut, spirulina cereal, some GL powder, some goji berries and all. Wow, it was really good. Okay, and top with honey, and I add. So y'all got to integrate. This is food based. It's nothing to do with medicine. Don't think it is a medicine. All right. So this is how you integrate the entire food, and also goes to the enzyme part. We have abundance of enzymes, which is highly therapeutical effect, especially codipine, lignopine. You see, all these added mushroom, I never heard in my life out there. If I never come to DXN, honestly speaking, I never heard of cordyceps. I don't know what is shiitake, but we eat that mushroom, the button mushroom. We only know it as button mushroom. We just don't bother to know all this lion's mane, cordyceps, and many different mushrooms. Okay, agaricus and Celian husk. This is big blessing. So I want every one of you to really enjoy the products and really use it. Okay, so now we go to the Q&A session. So I want to hear from the rest of y'all here, so that please share. Let's call anyone here. Please ask questions, any questions. Don't ask me financial questions or personal questions. This is more to DXN products, DXN marketing plan, business, how to approach, how not to approach, whatever, what coffee is the best, what not to drink, all that. Okay.
Doctor, shall I read out?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, the first question is from Dr. Puvan from Australia.
Oh, yeah.
My friend in her 70s, already consuming RGGL spirulina, LBC, 1 sachet, lemon Z, etc., Roselle tablets, and Morinji. Experiences aches and pains. What else can help her?
Okay, just a minute. Okay, can you read the question again to me?
Yeah, yes, doctor, definitely. My friend in her 70s, already consuming RGGL, spirulina, new black coffee, 1 sachet, lemon Z, etc. I think lemon Z also 1 sachet, Roselle tablets, and Morinji. Experiences aches and pains. What else can help her?
Okay, experience pain, it's one good thing. Okay, that is attending. So the problem has been like rectified. So you see, cells, the entire human cells, they only has one signal, which is pain. Even when we feel good and the cells are recovering, we will have pain. And when it is also damaged, it will cause pain. So this is two. So obviously, when she start taking the products and there is pain, that is a good sign. So how we will know the different types of pain and which are the areas that the pain signals comes from, whether it can be the leg, the right leg, left leg, and all. So I'll give you some clues here. If anything which the pain is radiating on the left leg, that shows the stomach issues. So stomach is improving. If it is radiating on the right side, that is the liver. So most probably in this age, people are consuming or have consumed a lot of flour-based food, which is acidity or inflammatory food, and also milk. Okay, so this will cause them a lot of problem. Okay, a lot of problem. And this will really spoil the microbiome in the stomach, and the flora in the digestive tracts won't be so healthy. So due to this, they will have very lack of nutritional is absorbed into the system. So my suggestion here is, okay, always keep low on the RG a little. Okay, increase the GL is very good. You also can add lion's mane here. Okay, lion's mane is something that is really important for elderly people because it also enhances the brain, nerve, and also the stomach. And add a lot of enzymes. Always give them more enzymes because we are not taking any enzyme-based food. Okay, we have totally lost on come to that area. Now our current modern era food, nobody talks about enzyme. Okay, So enzymes is something very good that in DXN what we have is Morinzi, Morinza. This is very good enough already. So you can add in the virgin coconut oil for those in Malaysia. For those who are not in Malaysia, that whatever other oil which you have, you can add into this. You even can add the guano oil. But sometimes, you know, if you want to go and tell an Australian to drink guano oil, he may freak out because it's stated there, you know, not to be consumed, keep away from children. And also, you know, it's stated there, it is for external massage use only. So, you know, some places it's difficult to persuade them to drink. So if you can, if they understand, they believe you, then you can show them maybe 1 or 2 spoons by you drinking, and you can ask them to add, no problem. In Malaysia, we do that a lot, but in other countries don't. But here, the ultimate thing is you have to look into the colon and the stomach. So go slow, we can't do much, but whatever we put in, how much we put in, it needs a lot of time to respond and recoveries. So recoveries takes a lot of time. So give a little time there. And I believe she should be able to get very good results, say in about like 3 or 6 months. Okay. And also integrate some exercise, okay, like pydalagin, walking. All this is very, very important. Why? Because the tapping exercise is also good. That is pydalagin to enhance, improve the circulation. Then breathing techniques, do that. Some walking, vigorous walking is also, if provided the person can do. But 70 something, I'm worried he might have osteoarthritis. Some people may not able to walk also. So that's where all the people who cannot walk, the pydalagin will be quite helpful. And also can ask them to do Sunya therapy, okay? And that also helps them by resetting their mind. So if you were to do all this, go slow, definitely you can have a good results there. Okay?
Thank you, doctor. The second question from Mrs. Vaidegi Prakash from Chennai. For frozen shoulders, external application of massage oil enough, doctor?
Frozen shoulder on which side? I think it must be on the right side.
Vaidegi Prakash, madam, which side? You can unmute and...
Is it right side?
Vaidegi, madam?
Okay, doesn't matter. Generally, the frozen shoulders will come on
right side.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
right side.
Okay. Generally, the frozen shoulders will be on the right side. Okay. The reason why we get frozen shoulders is this is again come back to stomach and the digestive tract, the GI. Okay, the digestive tract is extremely important. That's why I keep repeatedly telling people to stop flour-based food. Okay, stop the flour-based food, increase the enzyme-based food. Okay, today I had a patient. This patient is very funny, and he only takes his breakfast. He don't eat outside, but he's a bit obese. Okay, he's a Punjabi boy. It's not a Punjabi boy. It's a man, 32 years old. Not any aggressive working. He had a shop. It's just sitting, and he have his breakfast at home. And what he takes breaks. Okay. Then evening when he goes back home, night he takes his meal, home cooked meal. So he don't take any other thing other than this. But the very chronic sign and symptom what he's getting is having giddiness. Okay, whenever he gets up, he gets giddiness. At times he can just faint, just like that, dropped. 2 to 3 times he dropped, and these things happens to him. He went and did all the CT scan, MRI, this, blah, blah, everything stuffs. Since December, nothing could able to find. Okay, but the problem here is his stomach is extremely bad. So when he came and saw me, after he told me the whole thing, I told him, you have a lot of problem in stomach and colon. He's a bit like shocked, you know, without doing any diagnosis. And then he said, then I did my bioresonance. I showed him, look at your colon, look at your stomach, how bad it is. So stop your brain. And it takes a lot of milk, cow milk. Okay. A lot of people thinking that milk gives them a lot of calcium. Don't buy that ideas and all. That is really an old method. And nowadays the cow milk is a total poison to us. Don't think all this, formulated milk, which comes with a lot of hormones and extreme damage. And this is highly acidic product. And this will kill the entire stomach, digestive system and all. So once you have this problem, and you also will lead you to leaky gut. Leaky gut is having a tiny little holes in your gut, and then all the nutrition, all the chemicals will start to leak out from the gut. And our body is so extremely intelligent. God has created in a way where the immune system will do the correction immediately, reabsorb back all this nutrition which is trying to escape from here, and it will start to repatch back all the leaky issues happening in the gut. But unfortunately, it will not be very successful for the system to do so, because we are damaging the colon and the stomach in every single meal. A lot of people are eating 3 to 4 times a day. What do you expect? There is no holiday. If you are 70 years old, times 70 years, how many days count for, that is years, 360 times with 70 times with 4. You've been eating 4 times. So maybe you add like, how many 100,000 tons of food. Just imagine the stomach is not having a single day off. Okay. There is no off. We are not shutting down the system, and the system has to repair, has to run, has to reprocess, has to absorb so much of things. So we are not doing anything good, but the body is doing extremely fantastic job to keep us running. That's why anyone in the age of like 50, 60, 30, you are so blessed. We are so blessed. The system is running perfectly good. So you should thank God for that. Okay. So here what again it happens is when you have this kind of gut problem, when you have extremely poor digestive tract system in the stomach and the colon is very badly damaged, there it goes. You will start to have everything on the right side, at the right shoulder goes damaged. The first thing will happen is frozen shoulder. Frozen shoulder is nothing so great. You cannot really put your hands up like this and it gets, stiff there. And your muscles will get jammed up. Your, a little bit of the tendons will spike out. You cannot pull your shoulder. You cannot have very restricted movement. All these things happens because the stomach lining gone. So that will really affect your tendons and your muscles. There it goes. But what we do in the hospitals is we will do a little modification on the bone and we'll open up the space there, or we will give a steroid injection to reduce the inflammation. We will give a direct intraventricular injections, on the shoulder blade, the bone, 2 bones, okay? We'll give an injection right in the center to boost up and reduce the inflammation. But it may work or it may not work for certain people. So in DXN, what you can do is please stop eating inflammatory food such as flour-based, this kind of, bread stuffs and highly acidity. Increase the enzyme-based food, our VCO, lion's mane, GL powders, and all these will work on the inflammation. The enzymes will work on the digestive system. Give a little time, do some physiotherapies. Maybe in 5 months or 6 months, all this will get better. This treatment, or this, I even don't call this as a treatment. This is reversing the entire condition to the root cause. Remember, in all the scriptures in Islam, in Quran, in Veda, in the Bible and all is written, disease comes from stomach, intestine, colon, but nobody bothers about it. People think this, these funny fellows, wrote this somewhere in those years, don't even know about science, and doctors don't believe this. Nobody talks about this. Believe me, this is exactly correct. When in many years when I read this, keep making me to think, what does that mean? But it is really true. The entire inflammatory acidity food, it is ripping and tearing your stomach. So if you have a good stomach, you have a good stomach lining, and your small intestine is superb, you will live long. We can live very long. All right. So even for those who are taking DXN products, please watch your food. Okay. Festival is not every day. So that as much as you have feast, you must have fasting as well. All right. This is where the frozen shoulders come. The best coffee for frozen shoulder, Cordyceps coffee, Lion's Mint coffee, Vita Cafe, and also black coffee. All these will help, because all the therapeutical mushroom which is added for the coffee, which is good for the stomach. Anything good for the stomach is good for the whole body. I think I've covered the entire frozen shoulder syndrome here already. Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, the next question is from Mr. Rajendra, Bangalore. Mr. Rajendra, you can unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Nature walks. Nice nature walks.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
Yeah, I am a DXN user and also a distributor from last 1.5 years. And I'm very happy that from last 1.5 years, I have not got any cold, fever and all these things. Earlier, I used to get very much. But what happened, maybe because of the overstretching, from yesterday, I have fever and heavy headache. So today headache is reduced. It's not there now, but still I'm feeling very cold and tiredness in my body. From morning, I have taken 10 RG, 10 GL, 10 Spirna, and also Tony G and tea coffee, plus lemon G, spicy tea and all. Anything you suggest, doctor?
Okay. What else you're asking me? What else you need to eat more?
Yeah, because I want to go for tomorrow. We have a training session and.
All right. So whatever you're doing is good enough. Okay. Don't overload the system. We must always understand what we need more is time. Always the time is very crucial. Have a very good relaxed, mind, control your mind, put your mind in focus on healing. Sometimes the body needs more rest. So rest, when you rest, what you do? What is resting? Some people like to watch TV. Some like to read, like to do a lot of things. Okay. See, resting is something like, for me, some would like to do some reading on certain materials that calms them. Anything which makes you relax and calm, that is what you got to do. So don't watch any drama with, so a lot of cryings and, aggressive, fightings and, something like killing, revengeful, then that might not really make you calm. It might make you more agitated. Okay. So anything which makes you relax, that will be good. So have a little more time. And this kind of speedy recovery is what you can do. You can do some soup-based food. Okay. We have leek soup, which we put celery, tomato, dates, and some other vegetables you can add into that. Just boil them. Then you strain the soup alone. Don't take the vegetables. All right. Then what you do, you put 1 or 2 teaspoons of reishi powder, which is RG or Rishigano or Richilium, whatever you have there, and you mix it and drink it hot. And that itself will give you a lot of effect. Anything can stimulate this sweating. That is even very powerful. Then all this will help you to recover fast. Okay. The soup techniques will be very good. Okay. You may add that and drink enough water and take very simple meals that, will able to digest fast. So all this will be a fast process to have a, recovery. And also you can add some spicati if you have there, or if in India, I think, our masala tea also is good, and all this will help you. Okay.
Thank you, doctor.
Welcome.
Yeah, the next question is from Mr. Shivanandam Perumal.
Okay.
Is there any testimonial on psoriasis fully treated?
Okay, we have a lot of hundreds of testimonies on psoriasis. Okay, psoriasis is a very challenging. Okay, I always tell people, don't go out there and trying to convince them anything to we want to treat. When they come to hospital, they come to us, they never ask for any testimony. They never ask, they themselves, they come and they follow, they get treated. Okay, so that's how it should be in DXN as well. In DXN, it is not a treatment. Please understand this. We are not treating psoriasis. We are not treating any disease. We are doing a lifestyle change and what you not need to eat and what you do not have to, consume. So all this will clean up the entire system. Psoriasis is abundant of toxin issues. Until to the cellular level, to the chromosome level, the system has been damaged. Okay, this is the fact. So that is where the psoriasis is an extreme challenge here. It will start to flare and it will go off. You'll start to flare and you start to go off flat. Very acute psoriasis will take more than 5 years. Okay, and also depends how much of Ganoderma can they consume. And are they in a stressful environment, stressful job? Okay, the place where they stay, the water they use, everything is related in the treatment. So we can't make the person, attend or rectify into all this. So that's the reason it takes a lot of time. So make them understand this is a toxins issue. So go slowly or go fast. That is depends on them. Some may go very aggressively. Okay, you see, in Port Dickson we have one gentleman. His name is Hagaman. Okay, he has acute chronic rheumatoid psoriasis, and rheumatoid psoriasis is extremely. It will start to hit the nerve, and it also will start to block all the. It will jam up the entire arteries, rheumatoid. It's more like, you cannot move at all. Okay. And this gentleman is driving a taxi and he hardly can move. Okay. He cannot look right. He cannot look left. He's like frozen shoulder, frozen neck, everything frozen. Hips is frozen. So he practically, he looks like, hunching and then he walks like that. Okay, and when he get down, he will get down straight like this. It will put his hand down. His arms are still up there, and he cannot even look right, could look left. And that person also can be cured. And today he's a busy DXNer, and he's helping a lot of people. And now he can recover, and it's not normal, but I would say 95% he's better. No more psoriasis, but it still have the shape, the neck, the shoulders all still stiff. He can't do. That is permanent damage. He's been having psoriasis for like 20 over years. But after taking the product, it took about 5 to 6 years for him to get that condition. You see, that's why our treatment here is, I don't even call it as a treatment. We are not treating anything. Okay. It is an entire reversing the condition. It takes a lot of time and it's very subjective, depends on every individual. That's why sometimes people will come and ask all this kind of question. You have testimony? I said, yes. Why should I give you? Why should I come to an extent to convince you? I ask them like that because you come here and this is what I have. And I will tell him from A to Z, if you believe, come abroad. If you don't believe, you think you have anything better than this, yes, my blessing, go ahead. This is all we can do. Why? Because we cannot, promise anything. There's something that, we cannot give any promise. They will come and say, how fast can I have results? You see, something like they're asking a result is something like you get married. Before you married, you ask the girl, okay, I'm going to get married to you. How many kids can you give me? And give me the date of the birth of all the kids. And when can you have the conceive the first kid? Make an agreement. Okay, this date, my dear husband, future husband, I can get conceive, and this day I will deliver. And the next baby will be this. Can we determine that? Cannot. It depends in a lot of things. So our life is something extremely, extremely beautiful, and we are making it measurable now. Now, in the whole life, in the whole human is everything is predictable, measured, and this is how they make the value of the life, they bring down the quality. So enjoy life as much as you can and value the gift from the goddess and the health, and one holds them. And when you eat, please love your body, eat the best part of the food, enjoy, yes, enjoy the food which is good. And when you have festival, when you have a feast, and give some break and fast for the body to clean the feast that you had. If you were to do this, fantastic. You see, those days when we never had that much of party, but we did lot of fasting. Nowadays, every week got party, but nobody doing fasting. so correct or not, Mr. Name is sir?
Yes, 100%.
We have forgotten all the good values being taught by our great grandfathers, grandmothers. Put science aside, do exactly what, like 100 years back, our great grandmothers, or 50 years back, or 30 years, what we learned, please apply that. At least our health will be good. Put science aside. We don't want to argue with anyone, any doctors, any scientists, or any literatures, papers. We don't want. Okay. So this is it. We have psoriasis testimonies. Ask your leaders. We have a lot, but that's why we don't document all this. If you go to Dr. Siva in Seminye, he has a lot, but nothing has been documented. We don't want to be passing around and convincing people. And suddenly it doesn't work for them. You are responsible. Why? It's good for heart. If you trust, you eat. Yes, it works. If you don't, trust anyone, then what is the point? And it will never work at all. Okay. So that's my question for the psoriasis.
Yes, doctor. Thank you very much. And the next question is from John R. Sulaiman.
Yeah.
Hi, doctor. My father drank DXN black coffee before. Recently, he tried the 2-in-1 coffee and told me his stomach got sound like gastric. Right after he drank it. Can you please advise?
Okay. You see, I still remember this Joe R. Sulaiman is actually my downline. Okay. so she many times she spoke to me about this, but her father is a milk lover. So there's a Joe R. Sulaiman is the daughter, Sulaiman is the father. So he's trying her best for Mr. Sulaiman to take the milk away. But he believes that milk gives him a lot of calcium, the HL milk, and is, very honestly, holistically is drinking that milk very religiously. But slowly the coffee is going in and it is helping. Definitely anyone who drinks milk will have very poor stomach issues, digestion issues. They will have some reflux, gas issues. And these are the people who will have always loose stools, okay, and all these things. But slowly, change is difficult to change elderly people's mindset. So educate him a little by little, maybe with some videos or some sharing, that it will change. And why does the sound is giving is because our coffees are highly therapeutical, healthy, good coffee. Our coffee has very low caffeine, 0.06. And our creamer has natural palm oil creamer, and sugar is sugarcane food graded sugar. I think 2-in-1 coffee only comes with sugar and Ganoderma and coffee. So it will still give a therapeutical effect. It will start to heal the stomachs, and that's why it is very safe for a gastric. So the sound is making that shows that the stomach is weak. Okay, but ask him to continue and slowly take the milk away from him. And then you can see he will have a much better health there. Okay, the knees will start to improve. If you drink milk, two things will happen. One, you will be the champion of diabetic. Second, you will be the best, faster route, to osteoarthritis and diabetic. You see, in highway, we have 4 lanes, right? If you don't drink milk, you take everything good to chew your food, you'll be on the slowest lane or the second. If you're drinking milk, you'll be on the express lane towards osteoarthritis and diabetic type 2. Remember, because milk contains undigestible protein cells. Okay, this is a foreign protein, and that's why when people take milk, you cannot digest. And this, what will happen is, when it goes in and the digestion fails, the body tries to digest, and they hit the pancreatic B cells, and that which what will lead you to a permanent diabetic patient in a longer run. Okay, and don't ask me a question. Those days, my great grandfathers drank milk. Why I cannot drink milk? Okay.
No, there's a lot of difference between both milks, no?
No. It's totally different. Okay. Now the cows also are not getting grass. You remember that?
Yes.
The cows are also like us. They are living with technological world.
Yeah, now the cows are eating plastic bags, paper, etc., etc.
Yes, plastic bags, papers. Sometimes we see a little. Like you go to Bunting, you go to Klang. Near the supermarkets, the cows are roaming around the supermarket.
Yes.
But obviously they don't go inside the supermarket. They'll be roaming around outside. What kind of grass can you get from all these, the roadside, the pavement? Nothing much. And you can see how, skeletally, all these tin and these are the cows. And today I was talking to this Punjabi family. I said, ghee is very good. She said, nowadays all the milk, no ghee, doctor. See,
True.
the cows who go and grass, okay, and they are the quality of milk where you can get ghee. If the cow is eating pellets and corn and all the city grass in between the roads, nothing you get. And you may get plastic maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, the next question is again from Dr. Puvan from Australia. Stiffness at the base of the neck, moving the neck from side to side is becoming an issue on RGGL, spirulina, moringi, cordyceps, lion's mane, rosellae, coffees, linksea and cordyceps, does not drink milk at all. What can help this lady in her 50s?
Okay. Very good. Okay. Question, Dr. Puvan. What my suggestion is, I think everything is good. Just work on the break side, ask her to take, increase the enzymes base, and also give some gentle massage with our guano oil, pidalagin, like tapping, loosening up. You have to loosen up all the lymphatic system, the muscles, and definitely the healing will take place. But healing, it takes around damaged areas, it might take about 6 months and more. So give a little more time and definitely it will work. The whole product which you are recommending is pretty good. Shiitake is much also is a good. Lion's mane will help here. Obviously you don't have Gagen Plus there. So lion's mane is very, very good because anything works for the stomach. That is what it will help for the frozen stiffness, muscle spasms, cramps, and all this. Okay. And ask them to go and do a little acupuncture works here. If she wants to do acupunctures, maybe like 2 weeks once or 3 weeks once will be recommended. Or pressure point therapies, pidalagin, all these can be applied. But at the end of the day, it needs a longer period of time. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, doctor.
Yeah, any more question?
Yeah, as of now, there is no more questions. Already all the questions answered. And this Joan or Sulaiman told, I will throw all the milk here.
Make sure he doesn't freak out.
That's a good decision. Go ahead.
It's good. It's good. Sometimes, you have to sit and tell Papa. Or what do you do? One day you put a rat inside the milk and you cover it and keep. And after that you drink, make sure the rat falls down before you drink the milk. And after that you not touch the milk. You may think, oh, sometimes it's difficult to change people's, habit when it comes to food. Okay. But this HL milk is very tasty. I was a fan of HL milk those days. Okay. But, we learn. And then that's where we need to correct. Give him some time, definitely you'll do something there. Any more question?
Yeah, that's all, doctor.
Okay, we can call someone to, share something. I today forgot to make my coffee. Name is, sir, you take it for a while. Give me 2 minutes. I get my coffee.
Yeah. Is anyone is ready to share your experiences? You are most welcome. Please raise your hand.
All senior members, all perfect, all rocking.
I think if we ask anyone, no one is ready to raise their hand.
Just call their names.
I think Chitra Vasan is there. Can you please unmute and share your experiences? Chitra Vasan. Okay. Chitra?
Hello, வணக்கம்.
Yes, good morning. வணக்கம்.
எனக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் அவ்வளவு தெரியாது, தமிழ்ல பேசலாமா?
பரவாயில்ல, தாராளமா தமிழ்ல பேசலாம். பேசுங்க. You are from Malaysia?
ஆமா சார்.
Please பேசுங்க, தமிழ்ல பேசுங்க, no issues. உங்க அனுபவத்தை சொல்லுங்களேன் DXNல.
நான் வந்து RGGL ஸ்ப்ரீலுனா சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருக்கேன். அண்ட் காஃபி, அப்புறம் மொரிஞ்சி, அதெல்லாம் நான் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருக்கேன்.
சரி.
எனக்கு வந்து இனிப்பு நீர் இருக்கு.
ஓகே. எவ்வளவு வருஷமா?
ஒரு 3 வருஷம்.
ஓகே.
இது சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருக்கேன். இப்ப எனக்கு வந்து அந்த உடம்பு வலி எல்லாம் இல்ல. எல்லாமே ஓகேவா இருக்கு. ஆனா நான் தொடர்ந்து இது வந்து நான் சாப்பிட்டுட்டு இருப்பேன்.
சூப்பர். If you don't mind, may I know your age, madam?
எனக்கு 43 வயசு.
Okay, fantastic. So, the sharing by Chitra Vasan from Malaysia, she was taking RGGL coffee and all the DXN products, and she is having she is a diabetic patient. So after taking all the DXN products, she feels better, and she committed that now I will continue all the products in DXN. Thank you for the sharing, Chitra madam.
Okay sir, ரொம்ப நன்றி sir.
ரொம்ப நன்றி. So next I call upon Doctor. If we ask, no one is ready to share, and I can call Krishna here. Yes, Krishna, it's your turn now.
They always very shy.
Yeah. Krishna Veni Balakrishnan, it's time for you. Krishna, we would like to hear from you.
Yes, Nemi sir.
Yeah, good morning, Krishna.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Yeah.
See, everybody is clapping for you.
Okay. I do have a lot of sharing, but which one that I that would like to focus today?
Doctor,
give us the best one.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the best one that I could able to say, I think now always the best one is the coffee. Or the spirulina itself. Okay, so I have a friend who had.
Are you there?
Yeah, she's there, but no sound. Krishna? Maybe some network issue. Doctor.
I'm calling her now. Okay, let me share a little about.
Doctor, please continue. I will join in a while.
Okay. Let me share a little on the diabetic. Okay, you see, diabetic is not a health disease. It is a condition where the body create insulin resistance. Why do we get insulin resistant? Is the reason is because the too much of sugar in terms of carbohydrates and in different form of sugars which going into our system. And this, what will happen is every of the sugar is very important to the system. We need two things we need to get from outside. The body cannot manufacture. One is the glucose, and the second one is oxygen. So every single cells need one glucose to function. Okay, so that is where the insulin is a bridging, communicator sort of. When the food goes into your system, the system will extract and it will change the carbo, whatever, all the carbos and different component into glucose. And that's where the body comes out with insulin so that the glucose can go into the cell. So when there is all the cells is given enough glucose and there is more excess of sugar lying down outside, and the body will start to store in the storage for the future usage in case of emergency. Okay, that is where the glucose will be stored in the liver, and as much as 100 mg of glucose will be stored, okay, as glycogen in the liver. That's all. Anything more than that, it has to leave the system. It has to flush out. Okay, the body try to keep here and there, and this is what it will change into toxin. And that is where we call it as metabolic syndrome. And metabolic syndrome is something we will start to have this metabolic syndrome from insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a defending mechanism where the body will stop producing insulin. So because we already have excess sugar in the system, so these sugars has to go on. So what is the metabolic syndrome? Your pressure will start to elevate it. It will go higher. Cholesterols, HDL, LDL, TGs, all will get higher. And then the inflammation will get greater. All these things will start to take place. Okay, reflux and all these things. And also pressure, insulin resistance is gastric issues, hypertension, and vision, and also your waist, your visceral waist around your abdomen. Okay, you will have anything more than 36. Okay, anything more than 36 is extremely not healthy, which is will cause a lot of problems. All this is metabolic syndrome. If you have anything, 3 of this, that shows you have metabolic syndrome and you are leading towards diabetes. Remember, okay? So what we need to know there is when you have all this metabolic syndrome, another complication will arise. What will arise is your body will start to retain salt. Okay, whatever salt goes into your system, and all this will cause inflammation, your body will start to retain salt. When your body retains salt, your body is going to retain water. Water is something which is kept in the lungs. And then this will cause a lot of imbalance in the intestine again, which is the small intestine. So the water cannot roll out or balance up from the upper body to the lower body. This is why some patients have edema, okay, on the feet, and they also have bronchus issue, and they will have constipation. See what happens when you start to pump in a lot of carbohydrates in form of protein, this, that, and everything comes in. And when he wants to convert into sugar, it takes about 10, 15, 20 years to cause the entire damage, and then you become a diabetic. So when you become a diabetic, this is entirely a big, huge abundance of toxin issues. But in medically, we treat it as organ failure. We claim that, the pancreas is not working and it's not producing enough insulin. It's not that it's not producing enough insulin. It doesn't want to produce insulin because it's defending the entire system. And then the system will increase your thirst and make you urinate more and drop your weight, and it try to save you. But what we do, we refuse to change the lifestyle. We want a quick fix. That is where we go to the doctors and ask for a quick remedy. So when you get a quick remedy, what will happen is they will put you on some diabetic medication and force to secrete glucose, or they will put you on insulin. All this is not going to work for a long run. If you're going to forcefully send all the insulin, all the glucose into your cells, and this will increase the rate of inflammation greater. And this also will cause a very high effect on heart issue, cardiac issues, and stroke. All this is one-to-one related. How DXN products will help? Removing the toxin. Simple as that. And at the same time, when we are removing the toxin, you don't add on toxins. So work on the eating habits, make it clean, low carbo foods, and make it balanced. And a lot of activities so you can help the body to do the cleaning as well. Okay, so people who do not move much, just sitting and doing work, okay, only using the brain, that is extremely dangerous. Like doctors who are having the private practice in the clinics, they don't move much. They don't even do 500 steps per day, because I was in that shoe. Okay, so this is extremely dangerous for doctors. When we are in the hospital, we walk a lot. When we come to the GP practice, no, not even 500 steps. There is days I have even done 80 or 100 steps. Just imagine how bad the lifestyle is. But we eat 5 to 6 times. We got a TV in front of us. We have, all this cable TV, Astro TV and all this. And we have a little bell there to call the nurse for whatever we want. We don't have to move. One step to the, examination couch, maybe another 10, 20 steps to the washroom. That's it. Okay. And then we eat, and then we can sleep on the same, chair. We have a rocking chair, and that bad the lifestyle is. For those doctors who don't manage their food, even will get worse. So this is metabolic syndrome. This is diabetic, and even can cause excess UTI, urinary tract infection. This also because too much of toxin, which in forms of too much of vegetables, too much of oxalates. Oxalate is another form of toxin, comes from the vegetable. A lot of people are thinking that eating too much vegetables is good, but remember, the lot of vegetable out there is not safe. Keep it moderate. That is where the Ganoderma become essential. Now you will get cheated in every ways. Being a vegetarian is a risk. Being a non-vegetarian is also equally bad as being a vegetarian. Both you get gunned down, because the food comes with a lot of things. So the schiller here is, the jacket here is the Ganoderma, so that when they shoot, you have the protection there. So use the Ganoderma in every single way. So, but talking for almost 45 minutes without a coffee, I just like going crazy. The moment I made my coffee, I made 2 Vita Cafe. Wow, it is like, it's like heaven, That's fantastic. So this is where you integrate a good healthy food into our but at the same time control, and definitely you can be healthy and happy. This is the most important. Happiness, remember that part as well. So a lot of people are not happy. Why they are not healthy? Some are not even healthy and not happy either. So this is very important. Okay, please, and share this platform, the DXNs, to all the people you know. Okay, and this will make them really happy, good, share the food and have more coffee, talk a lot of stuff, joke around. Okay, always keep talking. Even now we call you all, you all don't want to talk, you're so shy. Okay. so these are the the entire platform for us to share, do a lot of sharing. It's okay, anybody wants to say anything?
Yeah, there is no questions, doctor. Yeah, Vaideki Prakash has raised a hand.
Okay, unmute her, please.
Yeah, unmuted, yes. Madam Peslaninga.
I'm no question, but I
Uh-huh.
just wanted to share what I had this afternoon. We actually, as a family, what we had this afternoon.
Yeah, fantastic. Go ahead.
That is spirulina powder. Okay, spirulina powder, nearly two scoops in a bottle containing 750 ml of water, plus lemon juice, 1 sachet, plus roselle. All these three mixed together. So we combined and then we had it. Great. Three of us could take it, and it gave us, a lot of refreshing. So whenever we are feeling thirsty, or so that we don't have to sweat a lot also, when in whatever way we can consume spirulina, add spirulina to our food, it's doing wonderful. So we don't simply take water. Along with that, this lemon juice, Russell, today that was the combination which normally, my son tries a lot of options, and he gave us in our family this mixture only today. So wonderful. The taste is good, and nobody will tell that spirulina doesn't smell better, because I have heard some people telling that spirulina, the smell they don't like. So for
Yes.
that only they don't take the tablet or anything. They will start to swallow that capsule. But when we are trying to explain that you bite this thing, the tablet, and then consume it, that has got more effect. But that is not understood. But they say that probably you have got used to it, so you are taking it in any form. But so to make them consume the spirulina, we are trying out all these options, and it was awesome. Anybody can try this. So usually we try with the non-easy also, but today this was a different trial we had. We enjoy all types of, as doctor says, all the beverages keep us going well. So right from, so you keep all the beverages, you don't have to take the same thing all the time. You can keep changing.
Yes.
So we, cordyceps one time, and black coffee one time, and this thing, Z mocha one time, and this lemon tea, and Rishi Gano tea. Rishi Gano tea is wonderful. I'll tell what I do with Rishi Gano tea generally.
Yes.
In a flask of 1 liter, I add hot water, and I simply put 1 teaspoon Rishi Gano tea inside that. And I'll squeeze lemon. I'll squeeze lemon into it, and then 1 sachet that our masala dip tea. I'll open entirely. I won't put the dip inside. Open entirely. The contents will be emptied inside the flask.
Wow.
And just leave it. Just leave it, and then you have it. So people, when I last year when I went to school, so now we don't go to school, no. But when I was going to the school, in 1 liter flask, I used to carry this, and this will be my beverage all the time, and all the sachets will be there. 1 more flask with only hot water.
Yes.
So I will add anything, cocoa tea or anything in a small, this thing, 1 tumbler I will carry, and then I will be keeping on hydrating myself only with this. So never used to take anything else outside. People used to wonder how I am managing, but they loved that tea very much. The tea which I am making it like this, but no sugar added. Nowhere I will add sugar or anything. Simply only this tea. That flask is only for that purpose, one flask. So it is it gives us a lot of relief, as you say, doctor, because I personally say that I have got relieved of a lot of issues, health issues, kidney stones and vertigo problem.
Wow.
And I don't know how all of them I got relieved of, but slowly only. But I found that these changes are happening in my body very well. And as I have not visited, touch wood, I have not visited the hospital for past 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
How long,
5 years
how long
back,
does it take for the vertigo, madam?
vertigo I took in 3 months.
3 months.
But doctor, let me put it very frankly. The way I started all the products, 1, 2, 3 only I was taking. But when we had that summer holidays, during that time, I used to take this granotherapy. That means 30.
Okay.
Mixing it in water, that half liter of water, and then shaking it 100 times and consuming it. So that one course I will finish it off in that summer holidays, because I will be at home. So breakfast I was taking only this.
Diet
Continuous diet therapy. Yeah, diet therapy continuously I was taking this, and probably that also worked for me. And now I take 6 in the morning, 6 pairs in the morning and 6 pairs in the night. And I consume spirulina the most. Spirulina we take, that we just pour it in our hand and then we take it, tablets. So all of us in our house, all of us in our house take it.
No
The thing is, yeah, so we are, when people used to ask that how come you are taking so much tablets, I said, no, I'm not taking tablet.
Yes.
I'm investing on my health. I don't go to any other shops. I don't visit any other shop. I am only having my DNA. That is our stock point. That is our shop. So only we consume. We have the family has invested on our health. This is what I used to tell my friends. So gradually I am making them realize only this. Thank you, doctor. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah,
Great. Thank you, Vaidegi madam, for excellent sharing. Thank you.
Very, very good. This is, you see, so powerful. This is, we integrate, make it into food. That's the best. Okay. Buy everything. Every month you buy everything and you keep. But you use them into all the foods you add into this, add into that, enzymes and all. So this will make the food more quality, more nutritional, and you convert your food into a superfood. Okay, that's the way we should do. So even for children, will be much, they will enjoy it. You see, tea is fantastic, but nowadays we don't have the good quality tea. So you can have, the lemon tea added with, honey, a lot of things you can do. Come out with your own ideas and share it with us, like how madam is, she did. You see, just imagine vertigo. It's extremely annoying problem. You see, vertigo. I know I've seen vertigo patients in the hospital. It is so troublesome. They cannot have a good quality life.
Yes.
And not only the patient, everyone in the house is equally driven, with them along. Why? If your father, if your mother, or if your husbands are not well and have vertigo, they cannot drive, they cannot go to the washroom, a lot of things will happen. So, a lot of problems, So see, that's why having a good health is a big blessing. Health is wealth. But just people say health is wealth, but nobody, cares about it. So take a extra step to rejuvenate and have a beautiful health. Okay. So any sharing, Mr. Nemi sir, from the madam?
Yeah. I think.
So our big, blessing for, and also good luck for Madam
Vaidegi Prakash.
Yeah, Vaidegi Prakash. She's a teacher. Huh?
Yeah, earlier she was a teacher.
I
think now she has retired.
Okay.
But other co-teachers, no, they have understood after seeing her energy and the working the style.
Yeah.
It's all because of DXN only.
Wow. 6 pairs RG spirulina. You see, I personally take 50 spirulina a day. Because I don't buy any fruits and eat. I hate every of the fruits because I really love fruits, but I can't get what I want.
Yes,
that is the problem. And every time when I buy and come back with a watermelon or anything, I'll be like, very sad after cutting and eating them. It's tasteless, and I can see the, overripe, less ripe, and all. I said, no, just stop all this. I don't want to waste my money. I better buy that. Put the money on the spirulina.
correct.
And I take 50 spirulina a day. That's the best. Or retired 3 years more. Fantastic, fantastic. So now you're going to be.
After retirement, she worked another 3 more years.
Wow.
Already she retired due to the aging. Aging is, as you rightly said, it's only numbers. So after retirement, she worked 3 more years because of the overwhelming response by the management as well as the students.
Now you can be a health and wealth teacher.
Yes. Wellness promoter.
Wellness, yeah. Be a wellness coach, teach people. You see, to talk about health, you don't have to be a doctor.
Yes.
Trust me. To do a surgical or you want to dissect somebody, then you have to be a doctor.
Correct.
But talk about health, that belongs to everyone. So anyone can talk with love towards health. No problem. What to eat, what not to eat, how to chew, and why you need certificate for this. So don't go and think doctors knows everything about health. No. Doctors is somebody that don't know much about health, but we know a lot of things about medicine, organ, what are the things average we know. But now with this Google platform, with a lot of this, there are a lot of patients have better knowledge compared to doctors. Okay. Yes. Don't think doctors knows about everything. Okay. You see the lot of specialists, they are the one who knows about everything about nothing. Okay. When he knows about everything, then you become a problem,
Yeah.
So sometimes, this is the, a lot of it ego and a lot of things, so put that aside, we are nothing. End of the day, all our journeys are the same, so let's have a beautiful, helpful, and loving and a life towards caring. Okay. So we got to make somebody live a better life, healthy life, and that is a big blessing. Okay. That's what we want. Yes, health, happiness. Okay, so we'll come to the end.
Yes, doctor.
All right, so it is a wonderful session today, and we had a lot of good sharings on the group here. And thank you so much for all the contributions, all the sharings. It is so overwhelming good. Okay, and also I just wanted to share with one point here, and that I got questions on chicory, and a lot of people ask that is chicory good. You see, chicory practically it's not having anything wonderful. Chicory is another substance added into coffee. Most of the coffees in India, in Malaysia, and other countries, they have the purpose of adding chicory into the coffee is to make the quantity of the coffee more. Okay, that's it. And it also gives a little bit of taste there. There's some people like the taste, some they don't like the taste, but there is no extreme good health benefit there. Okay, but not out there. I read something in internet claiming that they have this benefit, that benefit, but all these write-ups is created by these companies, because they want to make their coffee move. But this is not part of the coffee. A real coffee should come from the coffee bean only, not by added into so much of other unwanted things into the coffee, and then it become bad. So this is what they're doing, and this bringing down the quality of the coffee. So chicory doesn't give you much. It's a very highly acidity food, and then which is added into the coffee and make things worse. Okay, so we have to educate the public and tell them the difference of this coffee, that coffee, and drink the coffee, healthy coffee. Generally, coffee is acidic. Okay, remember that coffee is acidic. That's the reason these Ayurvedic people Okay, the Siddha Vaidyam and all this, they against coffee. Why? Coffee is acidic. But DXN coffee is alkaline coffee. How we become alkaline? Because we had a lot of alkaline substance into. One of the most alkaline food on the earth is Ganoderma. And we have Ganoderma. And we use palm oil crema, which is also alkaline. And the sugar we are using is also chemical-free alkaline base and is fermented, comes with enzyme. And the coffee quantity is very, very small, 0.06 caffeine percentage. So that's the reason you can have more coffee. So for people like me, but we go up to 10 coffee per day. I think if it is, so it is become more alkaline. So it become very highly health benefit. So this is what you have to tell them. Don't go and tell them, all coffees is alkaline. No, coffee generally acidic, but DXN coffee is alkaline. Okay. So this is the difference. This is the tips, everyone, the DXN should know. Okay. So thank you so much. We'll see you on Monday. Monday will be our business session on Tamil, and then comes to Wednesday. So I also come out with a new timetable since fasting month is coming. So most of the coffee days and a few days will be eliminated for a month. So we will have the permanent days, the Saturday, the Friday, Saturday events. We will see how. I have to talk with my team who's going to take over and all. So then if we discuss, and then we can come out with a group teamwork, and then we may continue. If not, we will see how we can accommodate this into. Okay, so every single participant is very much appreciated. Thank you so much for all their helps and contributions, sharings and all, from the chatbot, from the hand raised and all. And also I'd like to thank Mr. Nemi sir for assisting me as a co-host today. So
thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Puan, everyone. All right, we'll see you back on Monday. Happy weekend and have a wonderful